Okay, so show that net productivity and respiration are these values. And this is where it can get tricky. Um, I tried this out first, and then I'm actually re-recording this because I got stuck and I couldn't figure out, wait a minute, I'm sure I'm doing this right, but it's not matching these answers. So at least they give us these answers here. Because basically, they're asking us to calculate these two values. Um, and I think they realize that if they just ask us to do that, too many people will get it wrong. So as soon as I realized my answer doesn't match, I stopped and like read the question again and realized where I had gone wrong. Um, so don't think that just because your answer isn't coming out that you've done something wrong. Go back to the question, read it again, think about what is it they're really asking me. Because what this one turns out, let's work through it. The net primary productivity and respiration. So remember, the net productivity is just how much the plant grows in the time that I leave it. Because maybe um, in the time that I leave it, it's grown some extra leaves and its other leaves have grown larger. And that's an outcome of the inputs from photosynthesis and the outputs, losses from respiration. And so if I just compare the before and after, I can actually just get MPP. And so the plot that was left was plot C, that was just left to grow, and plot A is my initial biomass. So I just take 39 and I subtract 35.2. Okay, so this is going to come out at 8 and 3 and 0. So now I've got 3.8. But this doesn't match what they've told me here. And this one should be 15.2. So what has happened? Okay, if we go back to the original question, let's scroll up. This is what it asked. It says 3 0.25 meter squared plots. So, put this back to it. Maybe we have this like this, right? Okay, so you've got a quadrat that is 25 centimeters by 25 centimeters. And we need, so 0.25, yeah. So we actually need a meter squared. I'm sorry, it's 50. So 50 centimeters by 50 centimeters. So they're asking us per meter squared, and we calculated per quarter meter squared, per 0.25 meters squared. So I need to multiply my answer by 4 to get it in the right unit, to get it per meter squared. So I honestly haven't done this yet. I really hope it comes out. 3 4s are 12, plus 3 is 15. So that's my 15.2. So because it says show, they're going to want me to show all that working, okay, and do it a lot neater than I did. Okay, and then let's work through the second one, which if you were stuck, this one will probably make more sense now. But we want to know respiration. And so remember, this one here, all it was doing was respiring during that time. It was covered, so it wasn't photosynthesizing. So we know that if we assume, because it's a homogeneous site, remember, that this one here is comparable. So we're going to see how much was lost from the beginning to the end. So 35.2 minus 33.1. So we get 1, 2, 0, 2.1. We have to multiply it by 4. And 8, and we get 8.4, and that's our answer. Okay, and 8.4 meters squared, respectively. Grams per meter squared. Okay, that's the answer.